are listening to Why Like That podcast.
Alright, once again, this is Why Like That. There's always
Two sides to a story.
Yup, two sides to a story. தொடர்ந்து கேட்டுக்கொண்டிருக்கு வாயில வர மாட்டேங்குது.
தொடர்ந்து கேட்டு
If you have been listening to us continuously, today is Thursday. Yeah, one more day to Friday.
Yep. Thursday is what, ladies' night?
No, it's no, I don't know.
I also don't know.
When is ladies' night? What is ladies' night? Tell me first.
Continue to the topic.
Anyways, it's been a very meaningful week with a lot of content. And இதுதான் வந்து, I think this is how we are going to do it from now on. Every week we'll be aiming to release 5 episodes, correct?
Yeah, bro.
So Monday to Friday, we want to be connected with our listeners.
Yeah, bro.
Wow. Nicely said.
Yeah. Okay, today.
So today's topic we talk about our domestic helpers
Okay.
in Singapore.
Okay.
The
Talking about wait, sorry. Talking about domestic helper. Recently, at my workplace, one of the helper, she came to me and she was asking me for my age and everything. She asked me if I'm married already or not. Then I said no, I haven't get married. Then she was like, WhatsApp. So I said I have, but why you want my WhatsApp? She said
நீ கொடுக்கல.
Wait.
Hey, she got no games, yeah. Straight we ask for WhatsApp.
Wait. No, because she was struggling to talk English. But the highlight is, I told her, I said like, why you want? Then she said something along the line like, we can go dating.
Okay.
Then she asked me when your off day. அப்ப எனக்கு புரிஞ்சிட்டு. அப்ப நான் கேட்டேன், do you know that I'm Singaporean? Oh, I thought Bangla.
ஐயோ இல்லையே உன்னை பார்க்க அந்த மாதிரி தெரியுது.
I don't know, bro. எனக்கு அது நடந்துச்சு. I say it's okay lah. I mean, no offense. But I just told her like, I say I'm local, and she, okay.
No, but helpers can date Singaporeans.
Can of course.
Love is international, bro.
Yo.
The
No,
love.
can.
Simbu did one song for love. What song is that?
Don't want.
Okay.
Let's not go there.
Sorry, இன்னைக்குள்ள topic.
Faraz wants to talk about this. I think he has very, very bad experience.
Can say lah.
Okay.
So helpers in Singapore. Anyway, I'm also in this Facebook group.
Okay.
For domestic helpers. Because my current helper, she's actually going to finish the contract.
Okay.
And she won't be continuing here lah.
Okay.
So she's going back to the country. So I'm looking for a new helper. That's why I joined the Facebook group.
Okay.
So what happened?
You are scouting
for new helper. Don't get it wrong. Okay.
Got it.
So when I go into the group, I can see a lot of people. They complain about their helper. Of their existing helpers lah. So what they say is, or if not, I would share my friend's experience lah. This one is my friend's experience, not my experience. My experience is different. Maybe I'll share it later. Okay, my friend's experience, what he said was, during interview, when the helper was okay lah, like he thought that okay, she's good, why not just hire her? So he hired her. So basically she knows everything, like for example general cleaning.
That means she worked in Singapore before?
No, she's a fresher, but she worked at her country before. So basically she have about 5 to 6 years experience. Okay. So when she came over, she couldn't even do a simple job properly. She was using a phone all the time.
This is your friend's helper. Okay.
So she was using the phone all the time. This one the friend shared with me lah. So when the job was given to her, right, she wouldn't have even completed it, but she was watching the TV, standing behind the sofa when my friend was watching.
Oh, okay.
So she would just watch the TV. So both my friend and the wife, they are actually working full time. Okay. So she will be staying at home
Okay.
when the kids are also at the school, right?
Mm.
So what they will tell her is, if there's no food at home, you cook yourself. There's all the things you can just do whatever you want. You can eat.
Mm.
But she doesn't do that. She just wait because she was taught to cook,
Okay.
but she's just lazy to learn.
Oh. She's taught to cook.
She's taught to cook. That means she can
She knows how
actually
to cook.
she knows how to cook, but she's
Okay.
just lazy to cook. At the same time, she don't want to learn more recipes.
Okay.
Okay, so she will just keep the lunch, wait for the ma'am to come home, cook for her, then she will take her dinner.
Oh. Okay.
So it's like the other way around. When the ma'am comes home, right? She have to take care of the children. She have to cook for the family.
Ayo.
Then first of all, why they take the helper?
Mm.
So, but the helper says she got all this experience. Okay, basically we compare to ourselves lah. When we go to a job interview, right? We would want the job, so we also lie, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't know.
Maybe, yeah, correct.
We
correct,
don't know
correct.
that we don't know something, but we still lie to get the job.
Yes.
So I think this is also happening for the helpers.
Mm.
Okay, that can be one thing. Another thing that I realize, right? I feel that these helpers in Singapore, they got the power.
Mm.
The power as in they can choose to stop work anytime.
Mm.
They can choose to request for a transfer to another house. Or they can choose to go back to the agency, look for another house to work for. I think because of that, maybe the current helpers attitude change.
They take advantage.
Take advantage.
I think
So they can actually anytime can say, I don't want to work for you. I go back to my agency. Is it?
I think that is the case right now, and maybe they can even give 1 month notice if I'm not wrong.
Oh.
I think it's more than like saying power. I think it's like they are given employee rights, but there seems to be an abuse of those rights.
Yeah, correct. They abuse the rights, but I think in the first place, right? Why these rights came in the first place? I think the helpers were being abused.
That is
There
another
were some
thing. Yeah,
cases.
that
There
is
were some
another thing.
cases, but that is like it's a whole different thing lah. But what we are trying to say here is what the employee rights they have now, they are exploiting it.
True.
Yeah, exploiting it, and they know that my boss, my ma'am cannot do anything to me. My sir cannot do anything to me. Anything I will say, okay lah, I don't want to work lah. That's the thing.
I can be however I want.
Yeah.
If I don't like, I don't like. If you don't want me, you can just transfer me to another house.
So this is a very, very grey area, You see, if they train a maid already, right, a helper already, they actually don't want to change helper.
Yeah.
Correct or not?
That's true.
Because they taught her everything already. She knows all the routines and she knows everything. So if now she's going to leave, there is another helper going to come. We're going to start back.
Yeah, and
from
then
the
you don't know
scratch.
how the other helper is going to be.
Yes. That's
So
true.
this is like a வாழ்க்கை ஒரு வட்டம்டா, that kind of thing.
I think taking a helper at this day and age, it's a risk.
It's a big risk.
It's a big risk on your own lah. And especially when I feel like when it gets very difficult. Okay, you can always teach someone else. It's when your kids get attached to the helper.
That's one thing. Yes, that's very true.
That it becomes very difficult, because the child from young they know that okay, I have this person.
Yeah, this person is doing everything for me. So anything I want, I can just ask her.
Yeah. So அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு நல்ல helper means it's okay. Of course,
Yes.
there's no disadvantage.
Yes.
But if after a while the helper starts to show patterns and all, then it's a very big challenge lah. Because you can get a new helper, but you need to not only train, you need to let your child mingle with them, gel with the person. Quite troublesome. Sorry, more experience.
What was your experience?
No, okay. Maybe I just got reminded of another incident. Okay, this happened recently. So I always see this helper. She always sends the employer's son to school.
Okay.
To the same school where I send my son.
Okay.
Okay, so there is a small traffic light just in front of the school.
Yes.
Okay, so what happens is my son is 6 years old. Until today, when going near the road, I will always hold his hand.
Okay.
Okay, I can be like he's already 6 years old. What big boy already? He knows the green man and red man, when to cross, when not to cross. But still, I will hold.
Mm.
But when I saw this helper, I also see her every day. She also, sends the employer's son to school, right? A few times she never hold the hand.
Okay.
Okay. So, but sometimes I got see she hold the hand lah. But this time she was actually holding a phone. She was in a call, so I can see the earpiece, connected. But it was actually green light. So there were ongoing cars, but right in front of school there's a speed limit, right?
Yes.
So cars were going slowly lah. This guy, I don't know what he was thinking. The boy, he just
Oh my God.
dash across the road. I mean not fully. So that means he already took 2 steps onto the road already. So luckily she was just beside him. She was able to catch him. But what happens if she was just a bit more distant from him?
Oh gosh.
So something bad will happen, right? Like this is too late for the employer
Hey,
to
this one recently, the River Valley one accident. Not recently. I
the
think
school student, right?
the school student, the 4-year or 5-year-old
Yeah.
girl passed away, right?
Mm.
It's a similar thing,
Ah.
The helper,
So
like
this
they
thing
were-
can happen to anyone. I mean, for the helper, it's not my child.
Yeah.
Like you see the difference, right? Even though
Yeah,
my
yeah,
son
yeah.
is grown up, I still want to hold his hand, no matter what. So because for the boy or for the child, right, they don't know what they're thinking at that moment. We don't know. Suddenly they might imagine something. They just run.
Yeah.
Wow, dangerous. Yeah.
Yeah, this is dangerous. So this one, we as the employers, they have to make sure that the helper knows this. No matter what, when you're until you drop him off at the school, make sure you hold the hand. Make sure they reach the school
Yeah,
safely.
I think it's very important.
Yeah.
இந்த மாதிரி சின்ன சின்ன விஷயம்லாம் லைக் ரோட் கிட்ட போனா கையை பிடிக்கணும் இப்போ phone, he was saying like the helper was using the phone. That's why most of people actually confiscate the phone. This is the reason. I was thinking, why you take the phone? No need lah. I was thinking that kind of thing. But it's actually, we sometimes as the employer, we have to take these kind of steps so that it's for the safety of our kids,
Yeah.
and we need to put CCTV at home and see what is happening. Even though we have my helper nearly 3 years already, I think. 3 years already. But still I monitor in my CCTV. What's happening let's say if I'm not wrong, let's say if I'm not around, or if my wife is not around and just the helper and my son is around in the house, right, I will check the CCTV as and when. But I know nothing will happen because she's with us, and I know how they gel together, how my son is with my helper, how my helper is treating my son. It's actually very good. Very, very, I would say I was actually very lucky to get this kind of helper. But still, I have this feeling, என்னதான் இருந்தாலும் அது அவ பிள்ளை இல்லை, அவளுக்கு அவ என்ன கடுப்புல இருக்கான்னு நம்மளுக்கு தெரியாது.
ஆமா.
இப்ப நம்ம என்னதான் சிசிடிவி எல்லாம் வைக்கலாம், ஆனா அவ அடிக்கணும்னு நினைச்சிட்டானா குளிக்க போது டாய்லெட் வச்சு அடிச்சிட்டா.
ஆமா.
கரெக்டா இல்லையா?
Yeah.
ஸோ இது என்ன சொல்றது, இட்ஸ் அந்த the employee rights and the employer rights it should be a bit more
Neutral or
neutral,
equal.
a bit more neutral, so that these people know that they are here to work. If they don't know, they have to learn and they have to work. You can't simply just say that, never mind, I'll go back, I give 1 month notice. This kind of thing. We cannot, we can't let this thing happen. So and the rights on the equal or no. And one more thing, another perspective, right? It's like how you treat your helper.
Yeah.
Okay, if let's say you are abusing her, you don't give enough rest, you don't give phone, you see what is she doing every time, you never even let her rest in the afternoon to take a nap for 1 or 2 hours. If you do this kind of things, then there is another feeling where if she shows this anger on your child,
Yeah, correct.
when we are not around,
You never know.
so very difficult to say lah. Very, very difficult to say. Correct or not?
No, as long as when you are employer, you give her ample time to rest
Yeah.
at night. You give her the 3 meals or even more than that. And as you said, 1 hour of nap time in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Because they usually they wake up at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
to start preparing breakfast or what for the employer.
Yeah.
Get ready the children to go to school and all that. So obviously they are also human.
Yeah.
So
they need rest.
They need rest also.
No, one thing they are human. Another thing is their mood swing or their mindset. It's totally different. They are in a different country.
Yes.
Working for a different family.
Yeah.
They would miss their children, miss
They
their
would
family
miss their children.
back in their country.
So what kind of mindset they are in? Correct or not? So
Because
there is a lot of
today
things.
they may be happy. Okay, nothing wrong, everything is fine, normal. So at night, maybe they have a call with their family.
It's like us in Tekong.
They have a call with their family.
Yeah.
Then suddenly something changes. The next day, mood swing. These things can happen. So you just have to make sure that you trust your helper, and the helper trusts you to share her problems with you.
Yeah. That's another.
That's when you can help her in a way. So if your helper doesn't bring down the wall, then you also don't know her problem. That's where other problems will be created.
Help her because she's your helper.
I knew that was coming.
Hey, you know what we should do? No? Maybe one day we should go out. Every Sunday these people gather at one place. All these helpers.
Yeah.
Maybe one day we should go out and just talk to them. We should just take video, just talk to them.
There is one side of the story.
Then another side of story we will tell them lah.
No, another side of the story. We call someone from the maid agency and do a podcast with them.
Yeah. I think we should.
Yeah?
No, but maid agency they won't talk bad about helpers lah.
No, they won't talk bad about helpers, but they can share with us what the employees complain to them about the helpers.
So, and we can also find out how bad employers treat their helpers. That one also they will know what. Correct?
But mostly is what the employer complain about the helpers. That's what they will know.
Yeah, that's true also.
And how they deal with it.
Okay. Shall we wrap this up?
Yeah.
Can so
Any
taking-
maid agency people, anybody listening, contact us.
No, I think ultimately, okay, the takeaway point is getting a helper doesn't mean it solves all your problems.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can add on to your problems.
Yes.
New problem lah. New problem will come. Not problem. Your new fear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So think about it and choose wisely. Once again, this is Why Like That. There's always two sides to a story.
You are listening to Why Like That podcast.